Hello, hello. Mm, right. All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm just still setting stuff up here. How you doing, Joe? Rob, how are you? Morning, morning. Okay, I think that's good. Hope everybody is doing good for a Sunday. Just here. That's perfect. I am gonna turn some probably a bowl and a lid today. That's what I'm thinking. I've got this block of walnut here. Then I'm gonna turn, and I've got this 1 inch piece of maple, which I'm gonna turn into a lid. So we'll give it just a few minutes for everybody to get in here. Been a tough few days because on Friday I quit smoking, so I've been keeping myself busy trying to do other stuff. Hence one of the reasons why I decided to go live. Figured it would work good. And yeah, so I spent the last couple of days actually installing ductwork for my dust collection system. Right, so I've got my dust collector there in the background, but it's actually now plumbed in the entire way around my shop with blast gates at every single tool. So I'm pretty excited about that. How'd the laser go? I don't know. So I did the laser quit smoking thing on Friday and didn't feel anything initially. They told me wait 12, 24 hours. That's probably when it'll start to kick in. So I said, okay, no problem. So that was 9 a.m. Friday. I had that appointment. So 9 a.m. Saturday comes along, and I don't feel too much different. Cravings and everything are still there. However, I did notice one thing. As far as the mental addiction side to cigarettes, I don't really have an issue with that right now. That's not really there. The only thing that's there is the physical routine of, oh, hey, let's go outside and have a smoke, stuff like that. So that's the big one that's there that I'm pushing to get over. That's why I'm keeping myself busy in here. But I guess the laser quit smoking thing actually worked for the mental part of side of the addiction. So that's good, right? But anyways, my wife and we're over 2 days now, so this is really good. Hopefully it's gonna stay this way. Hey Johnny, how are you? So I would say overall, laser was a success. It's just gotta stay off cigarettes now, which is that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because not a chance in hell I'm gonna go back to that. Nor am I gonna go to a vape. I did that before, and for any of you vape, I found that I end up using the vape way more than cigarettes. So yeah, I hope so too, Joe. I really do. Really, really do. Okay, so gonna take this chunk of walnut, we're gonna turn it to a bowl, and then I'm gonna use this chunk of 1 inch thick maple for a lid and for a little handle on top. I got some other scrap stuff here, but I've got like this chunk of square cherry stock, another one here. So I might combine the few of them together. Really, we're going to play this by ear. Yeah, the vape is definitely convenient. I did the vape, and I was on that for 8 years and then went right back to smoking. It didn't actually help me quit. So I just wanted to get rid of it. So, all right. So let's get this going. If you're in here, thank you so much for tuning in. But remember to hit that like button or double tap that screen, right? And subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're going to do some fun stuff. Weird, just use all the same wood. You know what? I could, but the maple looks really cool with walnut, so I'm gonna go with that. Put the vape on the lathe. That sounds like a really bad idea. I'm just saying. That's like really dangerous and gonna blow up in your face. All right. Okay. So let's get going into it. Remember, double tap that screen. We got 9 likes. We got 69 people in here, so we can do more than 9. And it just helps to blast it out. So let's get this going. We'll have some fun with it. We just got to round it out first, and then go from there. You meant put the vape in the lathe? Huh. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. Okay. So I'm just rounding this out first. Absolutely, they add more of an appeal. 100%. Plus, it's fun. So why not, right? You know what's also amazing? When your tools are sharp and you're getting shavings that are just like peeling off. It's awesome. Like, look at those. Love it. So one of the other things I did when I fit the dust collection system is right down there in my table, I cut a hole in it and I've got a vacuum port there. So that way, at any time, you probably won't even be able to hear it, but I can just, or you might, turn my dust collector on and just brush the stuff down. It's actually pretty cool. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you need to keep yourself busy. What's your lathe? Jet brand? No, so it's very similar to a Jet. It's I'm in Canada, so it's Craftex, but it's basically all made at the exact same place, right? So no, it's not. It's not Jet. It's Craftex. Basically, Craftex is the Canadian version of Grizzly. If I remember correctly, the owner of Craftex is either brother or cousin to the owner of Grizzly Tools. One of the two. Almost round. Still got a couple flat spots there. Yep. I just set my tool on top there. To see if you hear any bit of a chatter or rattle. I can tell you if it's round or not yet. All right, let's see. That should be pretty good. Was there still flat spots? Yeah, there were still flat spots. See, even like right here is still a flat spot. So I get a little bit more around there. Tiny bit of tear out there and a little flat spot. So just a little bit more. Not too much though. Almost gone. Okay. Change the angle of that a bit. How do you deal with the chipping? Honestly, with the Grizzly, hang on. So with the chipping on this, what I would say is two things that I've learned. Number one, really sharp tools. So keep them good and sharp. Number two, when you're cutting away at this, something like this, ride the bevel. So that is the bevel right here. Make sure that stays flat up against your piece. That way it'll help to minimize some of that tear. That between that and a sharp tool, it works really good. Have I done a sharpening tutorial? No, I have not. I'm not the best at it by any means. Very ASMR. Oh, thanks. It's awesome. Grizzly can be expensive. Heavy duty bowl used lathes. Know of any? It depends on how big of something that you're looking to do. This one will do 12 inches in diameter. So this is a 12-inch by 18-inch length. But you can get, oh God, what is it? 14 by 21. You can get 16-inch diameter. Really depends on what you want. But if you haven't done a lot of turning and you can find a good, decent one used, go that route first. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of some of these dust chips, but go that route first and try it out. Then if you like it, then upgrade yourself into to another one. Dude is right. Listen to him. Thanks, Ben. Yeah. So Benjamin Winkle in here, absolutely amazing turner. And I've seen him do a lot of stuff. And one of the big ones is riding the bevel to try and keep it smooth and then keeping your tools sharp. And it definitely works. Trust me. So those are two big things to do. 1624 is a good lathe. Can be found at a good price. Yeah, fair enough. That's perfect. All right. Let's smooth the rest of this out. Only a little bit more to go. And then I'm going to switch it over to the bowl gouge. Just trying to get the rest of the flat spots out. Yeah, it's bowl gouge time. I'm just going to start catching the corners of that one. So I think it's about that time because we're going to start shaving it down. This is the bottom, and we're going to put a mortise in here as well so I can flip it around. And then this is going to be the top of it, and then we'll do a lid or whatnot in here too. So yes, definitely walnut. That's exactly what this is. All right. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I just sharpened all these tools, but I'm going to ride the bevel on this as much as possible. I am by no means a pro, but I try. But if you look right there, so then this is one of the big things that I learned from Benjamin Winkle is when you're riding the bevel, see how it gets shiny to the point that you almost don't even need to sand it. Like it's crazy how good it works. Anyways, if you're looking to use bowl gouges or whatnot, you want a really good tutorial, go to Benjamin Winkle's channel, and he's got an awesome video on using this. Really, really good one. So let's change the shape of this a bit. Now, one thing about my lathe is not a big lathe for bowls and all that stuff. Push from the back side, bottom, you can get rid of some of the chip it. Tool control is really good. You have improved a lot. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. That means a lot coming from you. You can see it's definitely working. It's just peeling off, which is nice. But because I have a smaller lathe, I can't take off as much at once. That's all. Mm-hmm. Work with what we have. Yep, 100%. We work with what we have. Because I just did the dust collection system, so I'm not upgrading my lathe anytime soon. Mm-hmm. Try to stop now? What do you mean, try to stop now? Oh, try to stop and look at the grain? Yeah. That does look nice. I got that little bit of tear on the bottom, but I gotta flatten this out and do the mortise too. All right. Smaller tool wrist. Have tear out on 2 places. Yep. Definitely a little bit of tear out there, but that's okay. Like I said, I am not a pro. Getting better, but not a pro. Well, let me take that out because I don't need it. All right. Too high. Yeah, because I'm going against the grain with a scraping motion. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna actually smooth that back out again, like I was doing before. Like I said, getting better. Need my ruler because I want a flat bottom on this. A little more in the middle. Not that that really matters anyways, because I'm actually going to be putting a mortise in it. Push cut. We'll clean that up real fast. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing on the outside. 100%. Get that back stock and go in. Not sure what you mean, but this is the outside bottom. So not going to be going in on this one here. Not too much anyway. What I do need to do all right, that's just for my jaws. That way I got the mark for them. Like I said, I'm not claiming to be no, it's not running in reverse. Hey Mike, how are you, man? I absolutely will not claim to be a master at this, but I like to have fun. That's all. So let's see if we're flat along the bottom. Okay. That's not too bad. Man, good. I just got to clean up the inside a bit. Mm-mm-mm. 173 in here. Nice. Hey, don't forget, if you're in here, hit that like button. Helps blast this out to more people. All right. Let's get this shiny outside back. Right. So a little bit of tear out there, but that's okay. At the top end, because we still got to finish that part. All right, let's see. So, gonna get this a little bit smoother. Oh, lots of tear out on the bottom. That's all right. Scrape that bottom a little bit, get it cleaned up. This one's just nice and easy. All right, a little bit of tear out there, but that's not the end of the world. Camera is backwards. Lathe is back. No, it's probably just the camera thing is in reverse. Who knows? What? I don't know what you guys are saying. All right. Anyway, so it's doing pretty good here. This is pretty shiny. I like it. And whatnot. I don't like this, so I've got to clean that up a bit on the bottom, which is fine. That's no big deal. And then we'll get it flipped over. So what do I want to see? So I'm just using my skew. I want to see if I can smooth it out a bit with that. Yeah, I know I could definitely use sandpaper, but I've got a lot of chipping here, so that's a lot of sanding. So yeah, that's what I don't want. That's the only concern I have, is getting more tear out, which is why I want to be gentle. Go for it, Mike. Always the wood stove. Uh-huh. I think it's nice. So you want to do a piece like this, throw it in the wood stove, go for it. All right, let's see how that comes out there. All right, let's try this a little bit more. I want to get rid of that tearaway. Almost rid of it. Oh, yeah. Nice. All right, let's make sure we're still flat. Thanks, Mike. All right. Nope, we got to do the middle a little bit. I kind of figured that. Okay. Now let's make it a little flat. Mm-hmm. Need to in the bowl. Yes, I will be carving out the inside of the bowl. Don't you worry. I'm getting there. One step at a time. Okay. Beauty. Perfectly flat. Well, not perfect, but close enough. Put those away for a minute. Feels so therapeutic. Absolutely, it's therapeutic. Trust me, therapeutic is what I'm riding on right now. We're quitting smoking a couple of days ago. So I am all about therapeutic. So I'm just going to sand this a little bit. If anyone's wondering, no, I am not in reverse. This blade does not have reverse. But I do have an air cleaner on as well. You can also wear a respirator with this, but my air cleaner is picking up most of it. So plus, I'm not sending a huge amount. Phone is in mirror view? Maybe. I don't know. This is just whatever YouTube's default is. One thing I am going to start doing is so to make sure my chuck's going to fit in there. Beauty. One thing I'm going to start doing is actually using my laser engraver to put like a medallion down here for these things. Selfie mode. Yeah, I guess it's in selfie mode because it's a front facing camera. So that's probably something to do with it. But I don't even know how to switch it back. So what was that? 180. All right, final finishing on this I will do afterward. Right now, I did mount this one in a faceplate. I'm not really a fan of faceplates anymore, but I did do that with this one. But now that we have a mortise, take the faceplate off, flip it around, put it in the mortise, get it carved out, and then the lid. And we're gonna figure that one out. That's gonna be creative. There we go. All right, let's dust that off. Here we are. Okay. Now we'll put our chuck on. So if you haven't already, we got 44 likes. Let's see if we can get this up in like the hundreds for likes. There's 377 of you in here. So if everybody double taps that screen, it's going to make that number jump huge, which would be amazing. Oh, 47. We jumped up 3. And I'm not reefing on this too much either because I also don't want to snap it. Oh, we're up to 50. Keep going. Keep going. Just double tap that screen. Hey there, Matthias. Can't understand what you got in there, but thanks for jumping in. All right, that works. Beautiful. Might have to get rid of some of this dust. Hang on, let me turn this on. God, it's so freaking easy that I can just sweep the sawdust into a hole. And it's just gone. Nice and easy. Oh, what options are there other than the faceplate? Well, other than the faceplate, there are a couple of other options, I guess. You can get one of the, what do you call it? I don't know why the name is, it's like a spur drive. A spur drive that can go in here and it pressure fits between the head and the tail stock. And you can squish it in there and turn it. And while it's squished in on the tailstock, because the tailstock's just got comes to a point on it, you can carve out a mortise around here, which is exactly what I did here. The only difference is I use a faceplate, but you could still do that too. And that could work. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, spinning pretty good. But that is too high. So let's drop that down a little. Or you could use a worm screw. Yeah, 100%. How do you sell? What do I sell the sawdust? So whenever I have like sawdust, sorry, I gotta brush this off. whenever I have sawdust, oftentimes I will I'll give it away to a place that can use it. So as long as the wood is safe for animals, just as an example, I give a lot of wood shavings away to a horse rescue. But that's only on light woods. Dark woods like this that are high in tannins, so walnut, cherry, those sorts of woods, those are not good for animals. So those ones don't get given away. So whenever I've got this kind of wood mixed in, then it just goes essentially to the dump, and it gets dumped out into the wood pile, and then they recycle it or whatnot that way. Okay. Just for good measure, we're going to make sure that's tight, which it is. Not that you need to tighten both, but force a habit. I just realized I did not change the speed on this, which I actually meant to do. So I meant to change the position on this for when I'm digging something out or whatnot. Smaller lathes, so it needs a little bit more torque when you use it for heavier stuff. All right, we're good there, perfect. Fortunately, it doesn't take much to change it. But now it's going to go nice and slow, and I can still speed it up, but it's got a lot more torque. It absolutely slowed down when I am on the heavy passes. That's what made me realize I didn't actually flip it over to get more torque out of it. So now it should be better, although I will just double check. to make sure, yeah, we're good and tight. So now it should be a bit better. Bouncy. Hey, Rob, no, not done yet. Getting there, though. It's carving out nice. I'm almost as deep as I can go. And then I'll clean up the outer rim here. And then I want to see how this goes making a lid for it. This is going to be really interesting. Thanks, Joe. It's going to be really interesting because I've never done it before. Yeah, no, I'm not going through the bottom. I'm right there, and I've never done the funnel yet, and I'm hoping that I don't start now. Hopeful. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do a rough hand measurement. Yeah, so the bottom is definitely not going any closer. I just gotta get this one little groove out. No funnel. This guy is not a wood turner. Nope, I have never done the funnel before. I really don't want to start now. That is pretty good. There's a little bit of a ridge here that I want to get down right in there. Okay, that is pretty good there. Now I'm gonna get flat spot on it. Okay, that is pretty good, I think. Hey, buddy. All right. Really? To come out here just to dance on camera? No. No. Uh-uh. Just burnishing it a little bit. Yeah. Little BV in the house. All right, let's see. All right, so we need a little bit of sanding on the inside here, but not a lot. Yeah. Sorry? Not at the moment, buddy. My son's all proud because he's got one of the. Okay, well, just come and show it. They won't be able to hear you.
This is a generous one.
You just have to show it. You don't have a microphone, bud. You guys know what that is? I mean, I would assume a lot of you probably do.
It's a Generation 2 iPod Shuffle.
All right.
We have supersonic hearing here to hear that thingy.
It is an iPod Shuffle.
Generation 2.
Or Generation 2 iPod Shuffle. So it's pretty neat. What is that? Just using a fine grit just to get it a little bit smoother. Been a while since I saw one. They were just talking about the iPod. Yeah, it was my father's. He's had it sitting in a drawer for 10 years. We were over at his place. Yeah, we were over at his place last night, and it got pulled out. So he gave it to him to bring home. It's pretty cool. All right, so I just put it up to 1,000, which is perfect. Probably need one. Music is my thing. Awesome. Well, so this is a challenge with iPods. So if you remember back in the day of iPods, like they were amazing, those things. But now we have phones and whatnot, right? So it makes it
iPod
so much more challenging. Okay, so
golden age of Apple.
so okay, so what I'm gonna do? Okay, bud. Bye. This is the part. So I haven't done one of these. You have a mad shop. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So this is kind of the idea. Now, I could actually turn this by pressure fitting this side to this side and using a bit of a different tailstock, this one here, so that way it catches this and helps to hold it in place. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. Is just turn it pressure fit. Thinking. Like I've turned pressure fit before and it worked pretty good. So, I mean, I think it'd be fine, but who knows? Like I could be wrong and, you know, it could be a death trap. I don't think it will be though. Let's see. Just for fun. Let's see what happens. Well, that's terrifying. At some point with curtains to keep warm and enclosed bed. Oh, that's pretty cool. Carmine, that's pretty cool. All right. So I don't think this is going to fly off, but it might be a bit of a challenge to turn. So that's some mic stuff right there. Yeah, sketchy, a little bit. But you know what? I'm going to try it. And maybe it won't be that bad. Actually, you know what would be a really smart idea? Hang on. Why don't I cut the corners off and try and round this a little bit first? That might actually be smart because then it's not going to be as much resistance. So let's do that first. Old bandsaw, it's a little loud. All right, that might be a little easier now. Recording that I really need to learn this stuff. Just stand back. Oh, we're gonna see. Okay, now you're leaving whack and check territory. Oh, leaving whack. Oh, because I cut the quarters off. Yeah, that bandsaw is actually. I have to admit, I got it for free. So free is always good. All right. I think we're good. Well, let's first of all, I'm going to clean the dust off. And let's see how this goes. Let's see if it'll do it. Well, there's a bigger piece, but that's okay. Well, it's working. Let's see. Drill press out of a dumpster? That's sweet. It's definitely chipping out a little bit, but honestly, I kind of expected that was going to happen anyway. All right, 102 likes. Yeah, we got 258 in here. So I challenge all of you. If you can, hit that like button. Let's see how many people. Let's see how many people we can get this this stream out to. Mm-hmm. I love all the curlies. Okay, we're almost round. And again, it's nice and smooth because I'm riding the bevel of this roughing gouge. So I'm debating. Let me know what you guys think. But what I'm debating is actually having this lid go over the outside of this bowl instead of the inside. Because right now, so I've got a little bit of a shoulder here, and I can actually use my diamond bar or my skew and actually dig that out right there on the inside, and then shape this as the top. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. I think that might actually look a little bit odd. You'd like to see that? Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that. Let's see if we can do this. Mm-hmm. Would make this whole process it would probably make this process a lot easier, but certainly wouldn't be fun then. So we have to do this the fun way. You know what? That over the top might not work. I don't know, because it's still got a bit of tear out. See, it's still catching the tear out. So well, we're minimizing some of the tear out. So I'm going to try and take this down more. Now I'm still going to try it, Joe, but so the problem is the tear out right there. That's the only problem I'm having with it. So that's why I'm probably not going to be able to. But yeah, you know what? It's not. I don't think it's the end of the world. Worst case, like you said, we'll do it on the next one. Nope, too big. Where are you? There you are. All right. And where are my calipers? There they are. That should work. So I'm not exactly using the right tool, but it's a parting tool. 20 to 30 minutes? Yep. I'd agree with that. Yeah, pretty much. On the bottom of the lid. Yep. Yep, that works. So that's going to be the bottom, and then afterwards, to finish it off. Hang on a second. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of making this up as I go. So we're just gonna figure it out and see where it goes. But right now, I'm going to take this off because that was just pressure fit on the top of this. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. That should be enough for this to bite onto. Should be. But who knows? So that's probably actually going to be the top, which is okay because I'll shave it down a little bit more. So that's actually not a bad thing. I'm okay with that. What we're going to do for this is we're going to make this the bottom. All right. Yeah, we're going to make that the bottom. So I'll put in my other live one. There we go. And I'm just going to set up these here for the inside diameter. So I'm going to be roughly about there ish. Now, nice easy way to do this is I'm going to use my square tool, my square carbide tool, just because I know it will cut it'll cut nice, that part nice and straight right in. So I am also, one of my other projects, I'm actually going to be taking these bars and making handles for them. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. I just got my 1-inch brass pipe in for the collet parts. So that's going to be pretty cool. Made a bowl today and use a parting tool to cut the mortars. Very surprised. Yeah, no, it actually does work really well. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Nope, got to go deeper. Almost. I want to get a nice snug fit. So it's almost there. Oh, like so close. Almost. Taking my time with this one to make sure it fits right. Almost. I must be taking too little off at a time. Gotta be what it is. Which is fine. Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty good. I'm actually gonna taper the inner part down a little bit more. And shave a little bit more off here. Thanks, Mike. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more off the back end. Whew, she's tight. All right, I think we got pretty much the overall diameter down. I just got to taper it now because the bowl itself is tapered. Oh, yeah. Like no space. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. That works for me. So now I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna flip this around again. So I'm gonna flip it around so you see that's it so far. Nice tight fit. Now I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna see what I can do about this. So more pen kits randomly showed up yesterday. That's too funny, Mike. That's funny. Starting to become a Turner. Thanks, appreciate it. All right, that's awesome. 187 in here, beautiful. Remember, hit that like button. Double tap that screen. All right. So now I want to actually shave this down so it's consistent for the most part. Mm-hmm. All right, let's bring up the scraper a little bit. 24 kits, nice. All right, let's see. So I'm trying to essentially make this flow as if it's one, and that's actually pretty. That's pretty cool. I like it. So it almost looks like one piece, but then like when it goes together, it will basically be one piece. Um, yeah, I like that. Now, There is one thing I just realized I forgot to do. And that is, I was going to say to sand underneath here. You know what? That doesn't even need it. Look at that, though. Right? So it just, like it's, there's no play. And it's almost the exact same shape. I love it. Hey, soldier, Jim, how are you? All right. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. So the lid's kind of like almost indented. That was pretty cool. I like it. So I'm just going to try and clean this up a little bit more. Hmm.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a lid?
That's a lid.
You need a handle for it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take the top here and like drill a hole or something, I think. Right? Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna drill a hole or something, I think here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna use this.
What's the lid made out of?
And yeah, I think I'm gonna drill this out. I'm gonna drill this out. I might even actually use the bandsaw to do, or not the bandsaw, the drill press to drill this out, because it'll be a little bit easier, I think. Love his Ben's high. I love his reaction. That's a lid. I know, right? Oh, okay. So now what I want to figure out for this, where is my drill bit? So I'm going to drill out the center of the lid. That will work. Bonsai. Little timber. Okay.
You're going with really cool woods.
Thanks.
Maple, walnut, cherry.
Yep.
You have so much cherry. I'm kind of getting sick of seeing cherry.
Why are you getting sick of seeing cherry? You know how many people would love to see that much cherry all the time?
Cherry.
Okay.
Cherry.
All right. I got to trim this down.
Cherry.
I know. I got to trim this down a little bit. Use my smaller bandsaw for that one. All right. All right. So this is going to be drilled out. What is this? Like, this is like 9.6 millimeters. I don't remember what size this drill bit is. I know it's not that. It's probably 3/8 or 5/8. 3/8. So I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole and go from there. Never leave the key in the chuck. What key? You talking in here? No, that's a really bad idea. That thing will be thrown at you. Thank you, Puffer. Appreciate it. And yes, his reactions are golden. So I'm just gonna get this this hole drilled. No, I don't know what wood that is. That's a broom that was probably, I don't know, made in China or something.
Glad it's not cherry. Yeah, cherry. It's beautiful.
Nope, put it down. Put it down.
Oh, you rolled the lid.
Okay, hang on, everybody, because I'm just getting the hole drilled in the lid. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we got our hole in the lid. Now I'm going to make something decorative out of this and have a 3/8 shaft on it. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely Chuck. He is the toughest guy in the shop. Absolutely, it is. Okay. All right. So let's get turning this. You got friends coming in 20 minutes. Yes, you should. Bye, bud. All right, there we go. Okay, so for this one, I'm just gonna try using the square carbide for this because I don't have a lot of space. Let's see how it does. Hey, Chase, how's it going? A little bit more to go. There we go. Now we just got to shape it. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Dave has a nice head. Thanks. All right. Now, I'll do something somewhat decorative. Haven't used the skewer on the top much yet. I'm still working on that one. But I thought I'd give it a shot to try and round it out. But this piece is pretty small, so bowl gouge it is. How many kilograms does this one weigh? I don't know. I think it's about 60 pounds. Come on, you. All right. What is the depth? All right, so a little bit of that depth has to come off. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, there's our little knob. All right, I gotta sand up the bottom of this. Give me 1 second. Then it good, hopefully. Yeah, it's a nice snug fit. Oh, it's snug all right. I gotta do that hole just a tiny bit bigger. Hang on. Whew. She's tight. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Well, it's going to kind of be like that, but it's supposed to be going in further. So give me a second here because I got to try to evacuate this hole a little bit more. Still not big enough. I wonder. Got an idea. We're going to try something. And pretty sure it's going to work because may have done it before. So I'm going to take this knob. I'm going to pressure fit it back in here because I've got to shave off a little bit of the diameter of this. So I'm going to pressure fit it there. And we're going to bring this back. A little bit too wonky. Hang on, let's fix that. All right, so you know what? That's actually okay because I only got to take off a hair. So, because I only got to take off a hair, I'm actually going to take sandpaper here. We're going to use that sandpaper to thin it down. It works, right? See, look at that. Almost. Almost. Okay, let's see if that's enough now. Beauty, see? Perfect. All right. We're not going to put that in yet. Not quite yet, because we are going to sand all of this up. And then once we got it each piece sanded up, we're going to do it together. And then we're good. I know this one has taken quite a bit longer, but first time doing a lid. So no surprise that that's taken longer. The boat floats, sail it. Hey, that's cool, man. I agree with you 100%. If it works, roll with it, right? Come on, you. Okay. Okay. Very good. All right, I'm going to get my drill. And we're going to give the inside of this bowl a sand. And then once it's sanded, then we'll attach the rest. I'm going to take the mic off for this. That way I don't kill all of you with the noise. Okay, so there's that part. Now I'm going to blow this out a little bit, and we're going to put the lid on. Then we're going to sand it together. That way it stays uniform. Love that. That's such a good fit. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put Mike over here again just while I sand this. Do, do, do. All right. Now let's get the inside of this. We're almost there. All right. That's pretty good. This is also pretty good. Let's sand the rest of this out here. Whew. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. So now I'm going to glue this in. So for this, I'm going to put some wood glue in the bottom. But I'm going to do more of an instant cure with some CA in there too. Okay. Unless it's, of course, all dried up. Or just jammed. Which it is. This has a tendency to happen. Hang on one sec. Every now and then I got to clean this glue tip out in order to kind of revitalize it again. All I have to do now is just remember where I put it. Or not. Never mind. All right, I think we're good. Nice. Okay. Okay, so that is good. Let's get some of this. There we go. So there's our lid. That's actually pretty cool. I like it. Okie doke. Take this off because I don't think Don't think that's going to be needed anymore because we're going to go over to our finishing stuff. So I'm going to start with the inside here, and I'm going to get the inside of this all finished. And then I'm going to put the lid on, and we will finish the rest of it. So what I did before, I used these superior grits. I am definitely using these again to help sand it down because they are freaking amazing. So this is not a finish. Instead, this is a sanding grit. Legal. Okay. Yeah, no. So so what this is actually doing, it's just sanding it to a really fine grit, but it is a paste, right? So I guess it does kind of treat it a little bit, but this is by no means the end finish. A little bit of roughness there, but that's okay. I like it. We're gonna leave it. Now we're gonna go same thing, but the microfine. Microfine. Put this one on there. Okay. It's wobbling. I don't trust it. All right. It's a little bit wobbly on the chuck, but that's okay. Hi to all the ladies. Nope. Probably not a lot of ladies. Maybe a few, but probably not a lot. All right. That is pretty good. Okay. So let me think here. So now I'm going to put the finish on the inside. And I'm going to do a bumbleshoot finish. I haven't used it in a little bit, but this all natural wood finish. So this is the partial tung oil. So bumbleshoots, check it out. Link in the description, discount code, all that fun stuff. Definitely an awesome finish. So let's open this up, and we're going to put a tiny bit on the inside here. Don't need very much. Just a tiny bit. The mafia don't walk on each other. Oh. Sorry, dude. I'm almost done here, man. And then she's all yours. I didn't even realize what time it was, buddy. Sorry about that. I just got to put the finish on the rest, and we're good. All right. Beauty. Okay. So for this part, I'm gonna take this live tailstock out. This is gonna go on here like that, and let's see how this will do. I just want to see what it does. Yeah. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Beauty. There we go. Now we got a bearing. All right. Let's get this done. And Mike can get jumped on or jump on here. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. You get jumped. Okay. There's that one. Okay. Microfine, then finish. Sawdust Mafia back to back. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to get Ryan to go on after. All right, let's see. All right. Not bad. She's nice and smooth. Okay, good. Now it is time for some oil. And then this bowl is done. This one has been a much longer process. Lids are cool. Definitely time consuming. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. No, I haven't killed anybody. That's amazing. So Mike Wilson's saying that because I quit smoking 2 days ago. So I've been ready to kill somebody, or I feel like it anyways. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but it's only because I'm quitting smoking. So hence the reason why I've been out here, and I have managed to get my entire dust collection thing done and cross my entire shop in, I guess, less than a day because I have had to stay busy. All right. Do, 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 do. All right, let's have a look. Oh, no, hang on, hang on. I do have to put some oil on the bottom. This is where I want to get the medallions done. All right. There we go. There we go. No marks. This is kind of like a recessed lid. So, and then sits on top of the bowl and absolutely no play whatsoever. And the bowl walls on the inside are tapered. So this is also tapered. But yeah, and then this is so this is walnut with a maple lid, and then a little cherry knob on the top, and it's actually cool because it left kind of like a burn ring there. So it actually adds some really cool character to it. In any case, what we got here? Thanks, Joe. Mike, appreciate it. Jim, same thing. Awesome. So everybody, I'm gonna be jumping out of here. I'm gonna be handing it over to Mike from the Whack and Shack. He's on next with Sunday's Fun Day. So make sure hop over, check that out. Show Mike some love. Hit like, subscribe on his channel, get a membership too. You can do the same thing for this channel. If you like this video, then hit that like button. But you can subscribe to the channel, or if you want to support the channel and stuff like this, and you want to grab a membership, also that would be freaking amazing. Go into the description. Lots of links in there. Discount codes, Bumble Shoots wood finishes. That is what I used on this. Their tongue oil finish. Essentially, it's a kind of a solvent, like a diluted tongue oil. But super good finishes. Definitely go check them out. As far as how many it costs, I don't even know what I would sell this for. Who knows, right? But it is pretty cool. A little 5.5 inch or 5 inch round bowl. I'm pretty happy about that. Where in the world am I? I am in Canada. Ontario, Canada is where I am. So, anyways, about 1:30 ish. Cool. All right, that sounds good. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Check out all the other good channels. Whack and Shack, 77 Rockets, Joseph the Carpenter, Mr. Mike Wilson in here, Soldier. All really great channels. Money, Dave, not time. About 130 is what you would charge for this. Honestly, in my area for 130 bucks, I highly doubt this would sell. This would probably sell if it were maybe $40, and that's about it. So that's the unfortunate reality of a lot of the woodworking stuff around my area, but that's okay. I do it for fun because I enjoy it. So everybody, have a great day, and we will see you on that next live. Ciao.